kind of punch a little bit. Top end, cut through. There you go. All right, what's up? We are back. Time for part 3 of the Cloud Rap tutorial. Thanks for sticking with me on this one. We're almost done. We're going to add a few elements to this tune and pretty much get it out the door. So we're going to layer in a snare, fatten up the snare clap combo. We're going to add some arpeggiators. We're going to add some tom rolls, a little breakdown, and some cymbals, and just kind of flesh out the song, you know, put the little details on top. And if you like this project, if you've been following along, hopefully you have a tune. But if you want the project, I'm making it available for $5. I'll link it in the description. You can get off my website there, so that'll just kind of help you speed up the process if you just want to get your hands on the template. And let's go. I think it's about time to get in there. Boom. Okay, back inside Cloud Rap tutorial part 3. We're gonna add some finishing touches and close this thing out. Like I said, first we're gonna add a little snare. So let's go to our drum rack right here, and you remember in the previous one we added a little lo-fi punch snare. But first thing we're going to do, we got the clap. It sounds nice, but doesn't slap. So I'm going to layer in a snare. See, there's our clap. I'm going to add another snare over the clap. Yeah. Feel that? Has more punch. Back. Little fill. Cool. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate those 4. Oops. Hold shift down to select multiple. Okay, so now we got a nice little punchy snare. Hits a lot better. Okay, cool. So now something else. We got a MIDI track here, but if we want to add a new one, Command Shift T. I would like to add like a little arpeggiator of some sort. So let's go into our one shots. Let's find a pluck. Whoa, that's kind of not what I was looking for. These are like bass plucks. I want like something. There we go. Prog pluck, progressive pluck. Now if I go enter with the MIDI track selected, it's going to go straight. And then also this is your keyboard. Oops, not that one. That little guy turns your keyboard on your computer to, it'll play the MIDI note. So let's find this out. Highlight, Command Shift M to make a section, Command L to loop that. Now we're going to add a chord. G minor, let's do G minor. Gonna highlight all those notes, Command A, and drag it out. But now we're gonna add an arpeggiator. If you check out my arpeggiator tutorial, if you haven't seen it, MIDI effects, arpeggiator. Hear that? And then change the chord changes there. I don't remember what the chord went to. I think it was G minor, and then it might have went into F minor. That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna select them both, Shift, select Command J to consolidate. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to play with the there we go. You can even make that more interesting. So let's go. Gonna shorten those notes. And then let's do, let's try C minor. It's cool. Now we can try some reverb. So I don't know about that last C minor chord, but let's just keep it moving. Audio effects, reverb, boom. Man, this, oh, looks at that, like that can move that. That's pretty cool. Just learning this streaming capture software. So anyway. All right, little reverb. Go big on the decay time, high, cut the low. Let's try the audio effects. Oops. Multiband. Let's try the OTT. Everybody loves the OTT. Makes it kind of punch a little bit. Top end cut through. There we go. So let's go. Now we don't want that to come right in. We're gonna build that up in the arrangement. See how it drops. Okay, another thing I want to add. So let's put a little symbol. We can just search symbol and go all results. Find something. That's kind of cool. So we can just drag that into an audio or into the bottom and it creates an audio track. Now let's reverse it. Reverse it, turn the warp off, bring it over here. Okay, now let's see what that sounds like. Now we got that reverse symbol, let's duplicate it and reverse it back, and now it'll be like a reverse into a crash. And sometimes I like to do that, but with using a different symbol. Like let's try that different 808. Let's see what that sounds like. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. Let's bring it on the second one though. Alt drag, boom. We're gonna go here and turn these hi-hats down a little bit. We can always, ooh, they are saturated. I was like, let's saturate them. Plugins, boopity boop beep, scoopity boopity, glue compressor, boom. So now we like smushed them with the compressor and then kind of turned it up a little bit. We can also try a saturator there too. Boom. Saturator on the snare. See that pop? Okay, so now you can see the kick here is hitting at negative 3.9. But the snare is 2.1, meaning the snare is 5 dB above the kick. So you want the kick generally on top. It started at the beginning here. So we're right here in the drum rack mixing the drums real quick. So if you hit that little triangle, the mixer will pop open. See, let's get that kick popping. Yeah, I want those drums kind of dirty sounding. There's drum bus, which actually I haven't used a bunch, but because I like this Cymatics Diablo. You know what? Honestly, I'm just going to keep the Diablo over the drum bus. So we got some drums slapping. That's anybody that wants the cloud rap vibes, the drum's going to have that trap slap to it. So now, are we going to bring in the ARP here or the next one? Let's bring it in right here. So maybe right there we will take out the melody. Let's find the melody. It's in the top section. It's right here. We didn't label it. And just so you know, I'm big on labeling, and it makes your life so, like, start it when you're just getting the track started, because when you have a million tracks, it will make your life easier. And color coding also. So now I'm going to delete that. So now we got a little breakdown. So we got our drop, just a nice little vibe, someone could rap. Now we got a little ARP to build it up. Let's bring in the rise again. So for that little build. So right there, we could add maybe another chord. Like right there, what could be cool. Let's loop that. Let's add a little kick roll. One, two, three, four. Let's see how that sounds. Let's do double it up. Command 1 will make that a smaller denomination. Command D will get those. Now also, what I want to do is highlight them, the letter B, and I want the kick roll to like go up in volume. See how that goes? It's a good little trick. Maybe let's just do last 4. Let me even turn them down a little bit more. Take it or leave it. We'll leave it. I mean, I just wanted to do it like one time in the song. I don't want it like repeating in the. There we go. So let's just keep listening. Could always bring in like a second melody, but let's do a little tom roll. I was mentioning that we're gonna do a tom roll, so let's find ridiculous. I just like using my own samples, that way I can sell the template and I don't have to like, you know, you're not supposed to sell other people's samples or give them out, so I'm just using my own so I can do that. Anyway, drums, toms. Oh, I like that. Really ridiculous low tom. So let's just add a little tom fill. Command Shift M. You highlight a section. Command Shift M. That'll give you the MIDI. And then oops, those are some really high toms. We can lower that though. Oof. Okay, now highlight them all. Now see why they, I don't know if you can hear that, but they sound funky. When you ever have something like that, you want to have it on one voice. That way when you hit it, it doesn't. That way the sound doesn't overlap, it chops and re-triggers every time, if that makes any sense. You'll figure it out. Definitely have to do it for 808s. And so I'm gonna highlight those, Command E, and then go 0, it'll deactivate it. So I'm gonna turn them up here. So all right. Not the most epic tom roll you've ever heard in your life, but I'm just trying to get you guys like an idea of like create some fills and a little bit of more movement in between like a new section. And also, if we want to make that a little more interesting, let's do triplets. Let's do triplets. E, Command there, Command L. Oh, whoops, what was wrong. So if I were to go, I'm gonna move my little thing out of the way. Command 3, 2. So now if I was to go, oh, that was better, right? Oops. Command Tab, we'll get rid of that. Tab goes back to there. So I took that section, now I can just paste it around, or that little tom roll, that little fill. And maybe I'll put it at the beginning. Let's see how that sounds right before the drop. I didn't like it there, so let's push it back to the next one. Actually, moving it to the next one. Blend that in a little bit. Try it there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is actually just delete those. Maybe now these we're gonna leave the same. So you see we're just building a little arrangement here. But okay, so now we're also Command R, tom. I'm gonna make it brown because that's what color I make my toms. Put it under the drums. Arp, Command R, ARP. Gonna make it kind of like pink because it's kind of like a pretty sound, sort of. I don't know. Gonna delete a couple of, oh, I had a different tom up there, but delete a couple tracks, cleaned it up. Cymbals are yellow, so I make that yellow. Gonna put that in the drums, under the drums as well. What I just did is I just duplicated the vocals. Okay, so now we're dropping out the entire pads, chord melody, everything has a little vibe. What if I duplicated that? Let's hear what that sounds like. Nah, I just want it to be open. Just a little vibe. Alright, so let's just keep flossing. Tom's gotta go, here you go. So I wanted it to be around 2 minutes, but it almost feels too short. I'm gonna go Command Shift D and go one last one. Let's take the drums out. Maybe put the ARP at the very end. What about here? There's so much you can do to actually like, and also you always have to remember, is this like an electronic track where the focus is for people to be dancing, or is this like a track for a rapper to get on? Well, obviously people are gonna rock out at a live show too, but it's different than like an electronic world, than the electronic world, right? Like if it's to back up an artist, you might want a lot less stuff on the track, or kind of subdue the elements so the vocal can shine. So you gotta decide where it's headed. Like this one's pretty full, but someone can still sing and rap on it. I just like it once in a while.